Now let's get started. Today is the 5th broadcast of Rock on Japan. I'm a dog.
I'm Buddha.
What? Buddha? This is the fox sign. We'll talk about BAND-MAID this time. Today's topic isn't concerned with baby metal. Besides, look closely. Your wearing t-shirt is BABYMETAL's, isn't it?
Humph, who was more excited than me by BABYMETAL's concert at Tokyo Dome 3 years ago? Where's your loyalty to them?
After Metal left BABYMETAL, I'm disappointed with them honestly.
A silly dog. That's why we must support them. Haven't you read this book?
I have read, but
this has 2 long interviews of Su-metal and Mo-metal, the other members of BABYMETAL. They spoke of their determination. They were going to move forward together. They're really brave.
On the contrary, that is painful to me. Both of them said they had performed BABYMETAL without thinking until you left. But they also said they began to think about the meaning of their performance since.
That's quite natural for them, 'cause she left.
They said, we'll have to move forward. In particular, Moa emphasized that she also didn't want to touch Ju's leaving. I think she hasn't put it behind her yet.
People experience parting ways with many in their lifetime. No one can avoid that, but life goes on. So, people will have to move on, even though they don't get themselves sorted on.
Oh, you said something like Buddha.
A rude dog.
I have been to their concerts and live shows more than 10 times. I know the best time of BABYMETAL with Metal, so I can't accept her leaving. Her hardcore fans absolutely can't accept what BABYMETAL is.
All things must pass. People sometimes can't adapt themselves to radical changes, and anyone can choose adapting or not.
You said something again. Well, you allow me not to accept you's leaving, don't you?
No, you'll have to do it anyway.
You are high-handed. You're not Buddha but a tyrant.
Shut up.
You should know I still support BABYMETAL. I'm going to go to their concert at Yokohama Arena this month.
What? Hey, you. I don't know that.
Oops.
Aha, you're gonna go alone, right?
No.
You went to BAND-MAID's live show alone on May 10th too.
Okay, I'll give you the ticket of BABYMETAL's concert. So, you'll go there and enjoy it.
Really? You're more reasonable than I expected.
I've had it. You're already not a tyrant but a demon. When you wore this.
Now, let's talk about BAND-MAID.
What a self-serving Buddha.
Start talking.
Their live show on the May Day was great.
By the way, why is May 10th a May Day?
Because English May, plus do meaning 10 in Japanese, equals maid. It's just a play on words. For your information, maid of is written by the kanji meido. It means Hades. So meido has double meanings.
Well, how great was their live show?
At first, all 5 members were more pretty in person than in photos.
What? It's too simple a reason, like a fanboy says.
And their real musical performance was very impressive. The CD recording can't hold a candle to it.
I know that. It's the same as BABYMETAL.
They are all talented, especially the bassist Misa and the drummer Akane on the stage. I have been to their live shows 3 times, and 2 ladies' performances were always brilliant.
Just remembered, you went to their live show in January and March.
Yes, January's was their first live show for me. The other was an acoustic and talk live show limited to members on the 9th of March.
You didn't invited me at both times too.
Well, I'll talk about each member.
You changed the subject.
This is a MOOC about them. There is each interview of 5 members in this. By the way, MOOC is a Japanese-made English, and its reality is a thick illustrated publication on a single topic printed to look like a magazine. M of magazine, plus OK of book, equals MOOC.
Okay, go on.
The vocalist Seiki is the youngest lady, but a commander of this band. As far as I have watched their live shows 3 times, she always ran the show. In fact, according to this MOOC, whenever they make a new song, she decides its direction, and points out details of composition and lyrics.
She's an absolute boss. Somehow, I empathize with her.
She is an only child, and she was introverted when she was little, so her mother seems to be surprised at her performance on the stage. She has been longing for Amuro Namie, who was a singer in Japan, since childhood. She was scouted by an entertainment office that Namie belonged to when she went to Tokyo for the first time in the first grade of junior high school. She was also influenced by her mother to sing songs at hostess bars with karaoke when she was in elementary school.
That's interesting anecdotes.
On a side note, she loves sneakers and the Japanese bullet train Shinkansen.
That info isn't so important.
The bassist Misa was cheerful like a boy when she was little. No one can imagine that from what she is. She has become introvert gradually since she transferred to a school of Tokyo in the first grade of junior high school. She began playing the piano from 4 years old and blew the althorn from the 4th grade to the 6th grade of elementary school. She was influenced by her mother loving rock music to start listening to it. Her mother also recommended her to play the acoustic guitar.
Her mother is great.
When she was in high school, she formed a copy band and became the vocalist and the guitarist of this band. She began to play bass because she longed for the American female bassist Paz Lenchantin. She also blew the trumpet because of belonging to the brass band club of high school.
She has played many instruments since childhood. She's had good musical circumstances.
On a side note, her outfit seems to be the costume of the Killer Maid because it's all black, and when she play on the stage, she always take off her shoes.
What a random info. That outfit isn't a maid costume from the start.
Next, I'll tell you the drummer Akane. She was a problem child without cooperative attitude when she was little. She has a stepbrother 11 years older than her and has a good relationship with him. She also played the piano from early childhood to the 3rd grade of elementary school and played the trombone and the brass band club of junior high school and high school for 5 years. After she left that club in the 2nd grade of high school, she joined the light music club and began to play drums.
She's had good musical circumstances too. It's quite important to play various instruments from an early age.
She has been respecting the female drummer Nao of Japanese heavy metal band Maximum the Hormone since she knew this band in high school. At the Acoustic and Talk Live show, she said she wanted BAND-MAID to compete with it in the Battle of the Bands. On a side note, she has loved animes and been not good at sports since childhood.
I don't need the last info.
We mustn't forget the guitarist Kanami. She is a genius composer. If Seiki is a brain of BAND-MAID, she is a heart of it. She is the best educated lady in BAND-MAID. At the same time, she is the most strange one. She has an elder brother and an elder sister. When she was child, she had many lessons: classical ballet, piano, calligraphy, Japanese abacus soroban, English, and so on. She could continue only the piano lesson, but she loved survival games with her brother in elementary school.
She sounds well educated, except for survival games.
She has been interested in rock music since high school. She joined the light music club of high school and played the keyboard at first. She began to play the guitar because she wanted female students to think she is cool.
She exactly strange.
She has begun to compose since high school, and she decided to become a singer-songwriter in university. She has ambition for composing songs for other musicians in the future. I think she has performed less outstanding than Misa and Akane at BAND-MAID's live shows, but I'll be satisfied if only she compose brilliant songs.
I see. She has a huge talent, as you say that.
Yes, she is genius after all. On a side note, she is also not good at sports.
I told you, that last info should be needless.
Then, I'll tell you the last member, Kabato Mikupo.
Wait a minute, what is po at the ending of the words?
She says she is a little pigeon po.
Hey, is there the other strange guy in BAND-MAID? I know her family name means it, but
she always speaks pigeon's language, which put po at the ending of words po. So, I'll also speak like her because of respecting her po.
What? Are you insane?
No po.
Stop it immediately.
Okay po.
You absolutely make fun of me, right?
I'm sorry, I'll go on talking. She has a half-brother 11 years older than her and often fought with him in her childhood. She began to go to an organ class when she was in a lower grade of elementary school, but she got bored quickly and left it.
She's somehow different from the other 4 members.
She was also influenced by her grandmother to go to a karaoke class about Japanese soul songs in childhood. She has never joined any rock bands until forming BAND-MAID.
Hey, She's actually different from the others.
After her parents divorced and her family's company went bankrupt, she seemed to have tough days, so she had no time for the band.
I see.
There is a Japanese website named Private BAND-MAID Research Institute. The administrator discovered how the members of BAND-MAID performed before forming it. This site has details that Kabato Miku performed as an underground idol, used the other name for several years. She didn't announce that fact officially until now, but she finally acknowledged that in the book.
She's a person who started from the bottom with blood, sweat, and tears.
Yes, she was deeply involved with the formation of BAND-MAID. She is also a hard-working person. After Seiki joined BAND-MAID as the last member, she gave up the main vocalist and began to learn how to play the guitar. Her playing technique is getting better day by day, and now, she also makes the best effort for raising their popularity day and night. For example, she has been appearing alone on TV and radio with wearing her maid costume.
She's a spokesman of BAND-MAID, right?
She is a lyricist too. There was interesting details she became it. At first, it wasn't decided who wrote lyrics for BAND-MAID's songs. So, Seiki, Kanami, and she got to do it. Seiki gave up because she couldn't make her impressions into words. Kanami's lyrics had fairy tale atmosphere. She wrote lyrics about dog's death. For some reason, there was an illustration of its tomb on a paper with the lyrics. Seiki and Miku understood. Kanami's lyrics wasn't suitable for the BAND-MAID's direction. Miku seemed to become the lyricist by process of elimination.
Wow, Kanami is really strange. I know, Miku has contributed a lot to BAND-MAID.
Yes, no Kabato Miku, no BAND-MAID. So, I accept magic spelling time at their live shows.
What's it?
It's a name of her call and response. I'll say something. So, please repeat after me.
I just have a bad feeling.
Moe moe.
Wait, you.
Moe moe. Say.
Moe moe.
Kian kian.
Kian kian. It's a bad dream.
I can't wait for their next live show.
Is their performance such fun?
Yes. Plus, their live shows have better cost performance than BABYMETAL's for me. We have paid nearly or more than 10,000 yen for about an hour performance of BABYMETAL, haven't we? On the other hand, a BAND-MAID's performance needs less than 5,000 yen per about 2 hours.
Are you silly? 2 girls of BABYMETAL are singing and dancing without a break during one song. An hour should be a limit because of running out of their stamina.
Of course, I know that too. It's just my opinion about the cost performance. There is also a problem of name recognition. BABYMETAL appeared on Japanese terrestrial television before, but I haven't seen BAND-MAID so much on it. So, if the price of BAND-MAID's tickets are expensive like BABYMETAL, there will be fewer people buying their tickets than now.
Good point. Unlike BABYMETAL, BAND-MAID haven't performed concert at venues accommodated more than 10,000 people. For example, Nippon Budokan, Yokohama Arena, Saitama Super Arena, Mikuri Mesa, Osaka Castle Hall, and so on. How many people came on the MAID day?
It was a venue named Tsuteo East that day. Its number of people was about 1,300 people.
I see. Considering the capacity of venues, they have about a tenth of popularity compared to BABYMETAL now, right?
That sounds almost correct. But BAND-MAID seems to aim for performing at big venues, including Yokohama Arena and Tokyo Dome. They played 2 new songs named Endless Story and Azure. For the first time on the MAID day, they said, they composed Endless Story for singing along with masters and princesses at such big venues. So, it has long parts that everyone can sing whoa.
Hey, water master and princess.
They call a male audience master, a female audience is princess.
That makes sense. Those follow the way to call customers at the MAID cafe.
Because Miku worked at a MAID cafe before. For your information, a member of fan club is called Omiya-shusama in Japanese. It means a leader of confederacies. I think it also contains hope the members become central figures of their fans.
Okay, they make nice songs, right? Domination, Glory, these are awesome songs.
I think so. I like Dice and Daydreaming. Especially, Misa's bass at the beginning of Dice is so cool. I love all their songs anyway.
But the present is a hard time for rock and roll bands.
Yes, I'm not so familiar with a Japanese rock band named Shinsei Kamatte-chan, but the bassist Chiba-gin had no choice but to leave it, because his second child was born.
Why?
He said, his salary wasn't enough to support his family of 4, and he has earned less than 300,000 yen per month until now. Shinsei Kamatte-chan made their major debut in Japan 9 years ago. After that, it seems they have been having nationwide tours for several years. They also made the ending song for Attack on Titan Season 2, because of its manga author Yasuyama Hajime's request.
Really? Is it a difficult situation for even such a famous band? Then, rock bands have no bright future.
It's a time when people don't buy so many CDs now. That's detailed in this book. How music got free. Its content is how music industry hasn't made more money than before since MP3 appeared. This book sounds the alarm on the present situation of music. If only some popular musicians can sustain their family, who can make unique songs which will be popular or not. As you can see from the example of Shinsei Kamatte-chan, the diversity of music will gradually disappear.
If there is only popular music like Idol 1, the world will be going to the dogs.
According to YouTube channel Segorita III, many Japanese people in their teens and 20s seem to regard spending money on music as meaningless, because they can easily get music for free on illegal sites. That's quite shock.
Wow, that's a bad tendency.
Present Japanese people aren't richer than before, because of Japan's long economic depression. Of course, young Japanese are the same. They seems to put less money on everything. In a sense, they are smart, because they don't waste money, but they should understand, all entertainment and culture don't grow up without financial support. I don't tell them to buy CDs. I hope they at least use subscription music services, like Spotify, Apple Music, and so on. I just personally think, CD including its jacket is a kind of culture.
Exactly. Japan has also a proverb, there is nothing scarier than something free.
So, let's buy BAND-MAID CDs, and go to their live shows. I really want them to perform at a big venue in the near future. At first, they should do it Nippon Budokan, which is a gateway to success for all Japanese musicians. So, I'm also going to go to another live show in July for supporting them.
What? You're gonna go alone again, right?
Please a comment, in the end.
Don't change the subject. Okay, thanks to you, I'm also gonna go to BABYMETAL's concert, without spending my money this month. So, my comment is, a concert without charge is the best. Rock on. Peace.
Thank you for watching until the end, and please subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Rock on.